goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers 3, Buccaneers nothing.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Watch the safety creep.
Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Switch gears, switch gears. Wait. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the roof.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He finds McCoy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, alert 3, alert. Hey, lock it. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Ready.
And an alley to run. He's got a first down. And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Wide. Go out. Switch. Undercrush. Check. Hit it.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
39-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 out low. Zoom. 53. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Sponge. No. Watch twist. Big edge. Hey, watch edge. Tighten up. 6 guys. Check
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Second and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Check out. Check. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Yo, you got to get moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get that.
2nd and 10. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Check. Check high, low. High. Go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. James has got it. Complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Alert 3. Squeeze. Check. Switch. Check 50. Check 13. Check 13. He's checking.
On first down, it's Moss. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 53's money. Man, that's trash. Go. Out. Ship. Hayward. Check 31. Watch the edge. Look at it. Rush in. Check 99.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Hey. 50's the mic. On the ball. Shift. Check. Go. Check. Lucky. Check.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Go full strength. Check. Motion, motion, check, check, check. Shift, shift. Watch the shift. Hatchet, hatchet. Hey, check it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Down to lose one. Switch, 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 switch. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Slam, slam, slam. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Mike, ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, man.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check 53 Mike. Right here, right here. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Quit talking about it and bring it. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Yeah, shit. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. No, no, no. Off, off, off.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
First down, Chargers.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
First and 10 at the 34.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
36. Recon, 132 fighter. Showing it. Check. Quick dance. Come. Slams. Yep. Slams. Get it.
They'll try the left side. It's Moss, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Chargers 36-yard line.
Mike. Drop deep. Watch the twist. Yeah. That's it. Let's go. Hey, we got it.
On second and 11 now. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Let's get off the field.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
They'll run on first down. It's Moss. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready to break.
53, Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Leo.
Watch out.
On second down, it's Evans. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check 24. Boom. Check 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Hey, watch the ball.
They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Mike, 53, Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check.
They'll try the left side. Moss. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Run you over. Check 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey.
I got you.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Deuce. X3. 218, chopper. Hey, Delta.
Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Rock it. Watch the safety creep.
Hey, switch gears.
Big river.
Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. He's able to find Wallace. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down and goal to go.
General West.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 65. 65. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. James has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll look to throw here. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
2nd and 6. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Check 37, check 37. Check 9, check 9. Check. 49, check 49.
On 3rd down, Moss. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second and 4. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, it's Gordon. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. That one good for 33 and a first. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Whittington. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here from Melvin Gordon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for our visitors, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
And I was waiting.